Hello and welcome to another episode of eScoot Talks. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different, and I'm again, as you can see, directing it and recording at the same time. But before we start, I actually want to say a big thank you to everybody who subscribed to our YouTube channel. We just hit 200 subscribers, and honestly, guys, really thank you a lot for that. Now, we said today's episode is a bit different. Yes, today our topic is actually starting your own electric scooter business. And like for example, the how I started eScoot. So I got my first electric scooter in 2018, and there was nobody to repair them. So I started, learning a little bit about repairs. I started repairing them. I actually built a quite nice passion about, electric scooters, primarily for Xiaomi, because then we had Xiaomis, we had Kugo 1S, their first electric scooter. There were not too many scooters out there. And then I turned that passion into a business. And if you have a passion for electric scooters, like when you're doing something with passion, you'll probably be offering the best possible service to customers. So why not? Now, if you want to start, let's say, you have a little bit of a savings on the side and you want to start a scooter business, you don't have too much money to invest. So what can you do? Well, you can start, there are a couple of different business types that you can start. You can start electric scooter shop, selling scooters, repairing scooters, or offering maybe starting a rental scooter business. Okay, the rental scooter business would be a bit bigger investment and it wouldn't be that simple and easy. But when it comes to selling scooters with today's offer of drop shipping and things like that, it's quite simple and easy to do it. So if I'm doing it myself, first thing that I would do actually is I would see, is there anyone local offering wholesale and all the support, repairs and everything else. And if you have someone local, that's actually going to be probably the best possible choice. Of course, you need to make sure that it's a reputable business, that it's a name that's out there for a while. Because I know some shops who started, and it's the same owner, but they're just changing names and addresses all the time. You don't want to be dealing with someone like that. You want to be dealing with someone who's really taking job seriously. Now, you want to go, of course, you want to pay them a visit and make sure that also they have spare parts, because you can also have a wholesaler who actually didn't approach the whole idea in the proper way. They have scooters, they have everything to sell. When it comes to parts, when we need them, we're going to order them or whatever. I don't think that's a professional way to approach business. If you're selling a products, at least the way I would like to do it is, I need to have products and spare parts. I get offered to sell scooters on a daily basis. My first question to a supplier is, do you have spare parts? And in most cases, they would say, no, we sell only scooters. We don't sell spare parts. Well, then I don't want to do business with you. And I would usually just continue a bit of a conversation. I was like, okay, so what's happening then when something's wrong with the scooter? Oh, we're gonna troubleshoot you. We're gonna, this and that. If they don't have everything ready in place immediately, when it comes to a problem, that's probably gonna be an absolute disaster. Because especially if you're doing things online, like even if you're doing with your local seller, if he doesn't have parts there, he's probably sourcing them from China. And if you're in Europe, the time difference between China is 8 hours. So in most cases, it's going to be one message per day. You send a message during daytime, they reply during nighttime, then a message daytime, nighttime. It's going to take at least 1 week just to do a basic communication regarding some kind of a problem and troubleshooting. And you don't want someone who just bought a scooter from you and has some kind of a problem to be waiting for a couple of months for that scooter to be fixed, because you're going to start getting bad reviews. So try to avoid that. So as I said, if I can get a local seller who has parts and everything and even has their own repair center that can offer repairs, yes, brilliant. That's the first thing I would jump on. Probably you would have a smaller markup, but you're also going to get a less headache. It's just going to be like, easiest way to do a business for you. But if not, well, then, we have Alibaba. Alibaba, they say connect buyers with manufacturers. Not usually, especially when it comes to scooters. You're probably going to be buying them from Chinese reseller, not directly from the warehouse. And then, you need to pick up, of course, a good scooter. So I would go to Alibaba myself, and I would go for Ninebot Max G30. Reason for that is because, by my opinion, it's the most reliable scooter out there. Okay, with that price tag that you can get it around 500 euros or $500 on Alibaba plus some shipping, I don't think that you can get anything like that at the moment. There is coming Ninebot Max G2 that's going to have a suspension, but because of that, this one could actually, Max G30 could even drop a little bit down lower with the price. Now, you're looking at not spending more than 600 quid per scooter with the shipping. So shipping price is really important, and you're looking actually also not to get scammed, because like, as I said, I entered here, for example, I'm in Europe, so I'm looking for a Europe warehouse or stock. Now, this is original Ninebot Max G30, at least it looks like that on a picture, but this is definitely not. This is not even Xiaomi, or it's not a Max G30, it's probably some kind of a scam, and the shipping is 600 quid, okay? Now, is it for a full pallet or what? I don't know. I'm not going to even bother with that, because that's not the product that I want. Again, this is not the product that I want. This looks like G30, but it has a front suspension, because it's not a G30, okay? The only shared G30 comes with the front suspension and solid tires. Like, you need to learn about your product before you start selling it. So, learn about the product that you want to sell before even you contact supplier, because that way you can maybe catch a supplier if they're trying to scam you in some way. 480 plus 140 for shipping, okay, that's a little bit over 600 per scooter, but the minimum order is two pieces. You want to try and go for only one piece, okay? Another scooter that you can consider is maybe Ninebot F series or Xiaomi. Okay, so this is 500 to 600 euros. Question is there any shipping? If there is no shipping, if the shipping is free included in the price, yeah, that's a good price. Now, as I said, I would go for Ninebot Max G30, and the main reason for that is because, as I said, it's the build quality, it's brilliant tires, it's everything else. You can even try to maybe go for Xiaomi. Xiaomi is going to be a little bit cheaper, and it's going to be cheaper to sell it, so it's not going to be, it's going to be a smaller markup. But if, you need to decide, are you doing in-house repairs? Are you going to be providing repairs, or are you going to outsource someone else when it comes to repairs? If you're doing your repairs with Xiaomi, no matter how many times you say to people to read instructions manual, they probably won't read it. And no matter how many times you tell them to check the tire pressure, they're probably not going to do it. So you might get a couple of punctures here and there, and you might get some extra revenue through punctures. As I said, I wouldn't go that way. I would go for a Ninebot Max G30, because I want scooter just that's not going to cause any problems, not give any headaches to customers, because I want them to be happy. And I think that that's actually probably the Max G30 is the best solution. Then you can also go for Xiaomi or Ninebot F series, offer them as well. And that would be kind of a good startup. Now, if you're going online, you want to go for drop shipping, especially if you don't have too much money to rent a warehouse where you're going to be storing scooters. So if you're going for drop shipping, that's kind of good in two ways. First of all, people will probably getting scooters that are just recently manufactured, because that seller is probably, hopefully, a big seller. So he has a quick turnover of scooters. So your customers won't get scooters that were sitting in a warehouse for 6 months or whatever, It can be a little bit of a downside if you don't order a sample yourself to make sure that actually scooter that you're advertising is actual scooter that's going to be shipped over. So what I would do, I would ask a supplier to send me some pictures of the actual scooter, and I would probably order one scooter myself to make sure that that is actually really a product that they were advertising. Because like trust me, like Amazon scams and customer support scams are not the only scams. Unfortunately, investors get scammed as well. We were in a situation where we actually got scammed like 3 years ago when we wanted to place a bit bigger order of electric scooters of Dualtrons. The offer was okay. It didn't sound too good to be true. It sounded really decent. And then after we went for a first order, when we made the first order of 10 scooters, we got a second offer that was just way too good to be true. Then I jumped on checking a supplier and figured out that it's a scam. Luckily, with the help of a bank, we did manage to get our money back. But yeah, that's something that you don't want to get, because like, when you lose a couple of €1,000 or, 10, 15,000 euros, it's not easy to sleep. It's really not easy to sleep. Also, we are starting a Buy Me a Coffee, and there's gonna be a link below. We just for the moment have just a standard basic support, but we are gonna be offering business supports through Buy Me a Coffee. I'm gonna reveal a little bit more info about everything regarding our Buy Me a Coffee page, probably in our next video. My friend Chris is supposed to come today, so that we try to record our final NAMI video for the third time this time, and hopefully it's gonna end up fine. Last time we were doing it last weekend, and we have some problems with the microphones. Second part of the video, just the sound wasn't right, so I never released it. And in that video, I'm going to be actually releasing lots of info about in which direction our YouTube channel is going to go, and what are all the things that we're going to be offering you on Buy Me a Coffee, and how you can actually take part in our YouTube channel and get some really cool rewards. Okay, now back to the topic. So yeah, you're doing a drop shipping, and now next thing, of course, is a website. You want to build a really nice website and social media presence, social media pages on Instagram, Facebook, and everywhere else. And then you need to come to the point where, well, you need to find a solution for in-warranty repairs and after-sales support in, maintenance and things like that. So you have technically two options. One option is for you to provide a repair where you'll need to learn quite a lot, or to try and outsource repair services. When it comes to outsourcing repair services, again, you want to make sure that whoever you're dealing with, that's a person that really has the knowledge and has a good reputation to offer you good repairs. Now you can go in a way that you outsource parts for your in-warranty repairs, or they can outsource parts for your in-warranty repairs. If they're outsourcing them, of course, you're going to be paying their prices. So it's maybe a bit better for you to do it. When we are doing those things, we are actually doing it in a way that we prefer that the shop is outsourcing parts, so they are getting parts. It's just the parts are actually stored in our warehouse. We have a list of products. Once they bring us products, and then we just mark everything that we bought, that we actually use, so that they can place a new order, replace all those missing parts. And it's kind of the best and quickest way, because customers can actually bring their scooters directly to us. We do a diagnostics immediately why the scooter is on a diagnostics table. We just inform a seller what's wrong with the scooter, which parts needs to be used, how much it's going to cost. We fit the parts, and technically the scooter is repaired basically, if possible, same or latest next day, and returned back to a customer. So that's best for us. The scooter is not sitting in a workshop, and it's brilliant for a seller because, he's offering a really quick turnaround. service to their customers. So win-win situation, you know. So yeah, I think this is probably gonna be kind of all for today's episode. As I promised, I try to not to make it last too long, and I really hope that you did enjoy it. As I said, buy me a coffee link is gonna be down in the description. For the moment, you have only just the basic support, €1 per month, where you're not getting anything special. You're just gonna be getting our standard videos the way we were making them so far. But we're gonna be doing lots of things to buy me a coffee to try and bring you a best possible content, to actually let you interact with the channel and with our future content, and also to give you lots of interesting rewards and really nice and pricey rewards. And we're also going to start offering business support. So if you're starting any type of electric scooter business, you'll be able actually to get full support in almost any possible way to buy me a coffee. And I'm going to be revealing that pretty soon, but sourcing products for you, checking suppliers, do all that communication and all those things. You can actually get that, we can do it for you, so you don't need to bother getting headaches or whatever, especially if you don't have any experience. Our team actually has pretty lots of experience when it comes to that. So yeah, that's all, guys. Check our Buy Me a Coffee page in the description down below. And if you like a video, honestly, thank you for every like and share and subscription. And yeah, till next time, stay safe out there and please respect other road users. Thank you. Bye bye.